Welcome back, guys, to another game of 7 Days to Die. I have decided on a name. Someone suggested a list of names, and a particular one, Артём, is one I'm gonna stick with. I thought that was pretty cool. Reminds me of an acquaintance I had a while back. And yeah, I'm gonna run with that. Today we're gonna be focusing on getting a forge going, increasing our tech, and I'll also talk about existentialism again. Because yeah, I only just barely started that article, and I also realized I left quite a few holes and gaps in my thought going over the video and listening to it. As you do, you get distracted, and yeah, it's not really, super planned out and written down, but I've got some things that I've written down, and I want to fill in those gaps in thought that I left, and yeah, hopefully it'll be good. So, it's very dark. Let's go back to 100%. That was pretty good last time. So, a forge. What we're going to need is a stone shovel, because we got to dig up some clay for a forge. Yeah, 60 clay, got the stones, got the pipe. We don't have the pipes for the bellows yet, but at least if we get the clay, we'll be on our way. Okay, zombies. So yeah, Артём rolls out of bed, looks up at the sky, dreary night, insert Russian expletive. Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at our map, because you can actually tell where the clay is by the map features. I think that's clay. These brown areas could be clay, from what I remember last time. And I think all these areas, like I think that might be clay. I'm gonna go check some of this stuff out. Let's go north. Let's see if we can find our clay. Got a spider zombie hopping around in distance. So apparently something clay-like is over here. Yeah, he wants me. Looks like he's a feral as well. Give me my arrows back. And you guys. So yeah, the main things I wanted to cover as an addendum to my last video, I left gaps in thought. Didn't give a definition of what I mean by philosophy. So I figured that that's required. Damn it. Guys. I hear a lot of zombies. Did like a mini horde come? Dunno. This low life is not good. Okay. Can we find... Might actually have a better shot at finding some clay out in the... away from the wasteland. Let's go east. Try and exit the wasteland. And I think... now that I have overcome my problem. Oh crap. Alright, let's do this another time. I was gonna do my level. Forget that though, let's just go and find our clay. It's snow. We might only find snow actually. Oh no, what's that? It looks like it might be clay. No, it's not. Dude. Leave me alone. See, that could be clay over there to the east. Or is that just a rock outcrop? Oh, dang it, it's the rock, isn't it? That sucks. Really? Give me your feathers. This is how this works. You fall over, I take your feathers. Well, I guess that's one of the bonuses of upping the amount of zombies that spawn, is you get more birds, which give you more feathers. Seem to be finding quite a few there though as well. Hey, that looks like a happy-go-lucky forest over there. Let's travel that way for a little bit. Yeah, so the beginning of the article says that existentialism is a catch-all term for those philosophers who consider the nature of the human condition as a key philosophical problem, and who share the view that this problem is best addressed through ontology. And I didn't give a definition of philosophy, what I think philosophy is. This is dirt, isn't it? Or is it clay? Dang it. Guys. Of course you're gonna hunt me while I'm talking philosophy. Right? I know. I see you too. Get down. Uh-oh. Yeah. Thought that might have happened. Anyway. So, definition of philosophy. Right. I see philosophy as constructing a coherent worldview. Now, what I mean by worldview is a set of propositions. Oh wow, someone smashed my base. Huh. And I'm cold. Oh, of course I'm cold because I died. Let's go collect the backpack. So, a coherent worldview. Worldview is just a set of propositions that one believes. Coherency is, when taken all together, these propositions can be true. And so, yeah, it's pretty much the act of constructing a worldview. Now, not just any propositions, you know, you're obviously interested in ones that are significant, and how I pick those out is the ones that answer life's deepest questions, like who am I, why am I here, where am I going, those kinds of things. And so, yeah, that would be my definition of philosophy. So that's what I accept, and that's how I'm going to be assessing this article, is through what I consider, you know, to be the appropriate way to approach philosophy. Come on, where is it? There it is. Where's the other guy? I don't know. I should be okay now with cold, I think, because I'm wearing quite a bit of stuff. You know what, it might be the case that clay actually is everywhere, because yeah, I think clay is everywhere now. There was a previous version of the game where clay and dirt were separate. I'm a bit nervous. And I have that death's door again, which sucks. This is clay, right? It is. Alright, let's grab a bunch of this. So yeah, the things I wanted to fix that I left out of my thought was the subject on philosophy as a way of life. Now, there was a part in the article that talked about historical antecedents for existentialists and why they thought the way they thought. And one of these historical antecedents, and exactly like what it's about, is, well, how to live philosophically without like technical knowledge. And one of the things that they were concerned about at their time was during the 19th and 20th centuries, the rapid expansion of industrialization and advance in technology were often seen in terms of an alienation of the human from nature, or from a properly natural way of living. So yeah, given that, you know, people were thinking about, you know, proper natural living and what that meant for them back then, like these ideas would be against philosophy as an attempt to investigate and understand yourself and the world, right? Because if you thought that, oh, wow, things are changing so quickly, like modern technology and industrialization and all that, these things must be bad because they're pulling us away from the ideal state of nature. Maybe not ideal, but a natural way of living in nature, like the Romanticists thought. Oh, I broke it. All right. I think we have enough of this. Let's go back home. And yeah, is that a cop? That is a cop. They are quite nasty. Let's go around him. Yeah, we're going to be encountering a lot of nasty dudes in the wasteland. But we are doomers, aren't we? Артём knows no fear in the face of the meaninglessness of life, whether it be zombies or his own existence. I'd be surprised if I start getting chased by a dog. That's what's missing right now, is being killed by a dog right now. Okay, almost at max. That's pretty cool. Max stamina. Alright, we got our clay. my thing. Dang it. Not very strong at all, am I? No, he's like a feral version, so I think they're tougher. He's got the glowing eyes going. So yeah, those ways of thinking, like thinking that you have to like advance and get away from nature, actually goes against the idea of living, like having philosophy as a way of life. So I can understand that, you know, that sentiment that they may have had. Man, this base has to be repaired. Got some wood frames. Yeah, it's daytime. Door is gone, of course. I'll make a door. Let's make 10 frames. And this is just gonna break again, but oh well. Just upgrade this. Is that fully grown yet? No. I had an interesting example of alienation from industrialization. I was thinking, hey, playing this video game is actually an example of alienation. This video game is a product of technology, and I wouldn't say industrialization. Well, maybe that too, actually. Computers and that, yeah. And so this would be an example of me alienating myself from nature and a proper way of living. Maybe as the way they thought it should be, life should be lived. And so this would be, you know, playing this game might be an example of that. I thought that was quite funny, interesting. But I mean, yeah, I do feel it a little bit, given my definition of philosophy. It does place an emphasis, given my definition, on the self, right? And understanding the world. Because what did I say? I said answering life's most important questions. And the worldview is a set of all, you know, propositions that are believed by me. And I'm interested in curating that set, you know, being a curator for the truth of my own beliefs. And I think that essentially entails that I'm interested in understanding myself and the world, in finding, you know, true propositions. And this, like, is a segue to my epistemological principles that I hold. What is epistemology? The theory of knowledge, you know, how we know, what we think we know, maybe what we think we don't know or cannot know, stuff like this. And yeah, those principles would just basically be get as many true beliefs as possible, while at the same time limiting the amount of false beliefs you accept. And that seems to be, you know, an adequate requirement for getting knowledge. I should make a wooden club. How do I repair this? Scrap iron? I can do that. I don't need to make a wooden club. Or maybe I can't repair it because I don't have... Let me check. Can I repair this? I did, a little bit. A tiny, tiny bit. Let us wrench a car. Get some iron. Smash her in the face. Insert Russian expletive. Артём. There we go. No doggies. I'm surprised. Let's grab some stuff. This will give us a bunch of scrap iron and other goodies. I also, and some pipes and stuff, I also decided that I think we should move to that apartment building, or at the very least start another base at the apartment building. So don't have to necessarily move, just continue building stuff. We could deck out a pretty cool spot. I've got a lot of feathers. Don't need that. Keep the iron. Snowballs. Don't need snowballs. Let's repair this. Where is it? Oh, just took a while. Because I'm daft at repair, probably. Close the door, yes I did. But yeah, we'll definitely set up over where we're moving is where we're going to build our forge. We're not going to build it here. In fact, we'll take our pot as well. And what else do we need? Our pipes. We need our duct tape. Take the cloth. Take the... I guess the glue is in the other chest over there. I don't want to encumber myself necessarily. Take the claw hammer because we're building. It's quicker at upgrading blocks. Take the leather because we're making... Is there food in here? There is. Let's grab that. And that's good enough for now, I think. Yes. So, I do believe our apartment was in the west. Yeah, I can see it from here. So, yeah. So given my emphasis on the self, like self-knowledge and knowledge of the world, I guess my worldview is actually in tension with the existentialists. So yeah, that's a real thing. Don't think it's a problem because I guess I'm not an existentialist in that sense. But as I talked about, you know, there's other things that seem to, you know, match up with my worldview. So my worldview does intersect on some, you know, spheres with the existentialists, which I find interesting. I didn't know that before. It's pretty cool. What else? Let's first go over here. I'm gonna kind of break up the philosophy talk, you know, in little bite-sized sections and do some stuff and then talk a bit more and do some more stuff. So let's do some stuff. What can I leave behind? The sledgehammer. Keep the pickaxe in case I encounter like doors I want to smash that are annoying. Don't really need the wrench going upstairs. I do want to make some more bandages. Let's do that. Let's make our way to the top and establish some sort of a base. I'll take the grill because I want that. Got the pot and the grill for the thing. Yep, yep. Oh, the glue. Yes, the glue. Because I think I can craft duct tape. Right? Tape. There we go. 2 of those. It's not going to be enough. Because for a forge... I mean for bellows... I need 5. And nails. I don't remember picking up any nails ever. Alright, we'll have to look out, keep an eye out for those. So I was thinking what we could do is place like spikes along every ramp on the way up. It's kind of naturally defended already if you look at it. Smash this. Ooh. Totally. Interesting, okay. Let's craft some wooden frames. 10 of these, let's say. This thing's kind of in the way. Or not really. Just craft some ladders, right? Ladders. 3 of those. And back up. Maybe that was too many. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty good, how it's all broken up. I like it. Makes it easier to defend. And open up. Up. And across. Crouch. Nice. Yeah, I like this. This is gonna work. I think this will work. Alright, so next on the agenda is... here we go. Alright, let's preserve that door. Thank you. Dang it. Another one. I'm surprised I'm not, like, infected yet. I was like, I was definitely hit a lot, so. Hey, gained a level. Let's drink. It's another thing we need. Just like to keep an eye on our water supply. Hey, it's a gym. Looks like a gym. Neat. So yeah, next on the agenda is another thing in the article that I missed on the topic of philosophy as a way of life. Was this statement, the existentialists often undertook a critique of modern life in terms of the specialization of both manual and intellectual labor. Specialization included philosophy. So yeah, they were a bit grumpy, I guess. These other philosophers encroaching or specializing in a way, I don't know, industrializing, maybe you could say, and doing what people that are interested in technology do, right? Specialize, make progress. And I kind of don't get this as a market. I mean, yeah, change is not, people don't like change, I understand that. Where does this go? Some people might not like change, but I guess I can't identify with this particular idea. Because, you know, specialization is part of progress, and my philosophy is all part of progress, right? It's, as I said before, it's you're constructing a worldview, a set of propositions that are all true. So, yeah, it's highly interested in progress, self-progress. So I guess I kind of don't get it. Maybe someone else in the audience gets it. They can tell me what is meant by it. But yeah, there's that. This place is pretty high. And yeah, this is going to be great for defending. Oh, crap. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, I made it. It's funny. Thought I was going to fall to my death. So it looks like a mini horde showed up and followed me up the stairs, or no, actually they could have, but they could have, but yeah, I don't actually know what happened. I think it might just be someone from, it might be from like one of the rooms or something. Let's make some more frames. Oh. And ooh, shotgun shells. Are they coming back this way? Now that I'm over here. Wonder how good their path finding is. A friend of mine said it's really good when I used to play with him quite often. Guys. Man, frame rates have dropped a bit. Yet it did. Ah, crap. dare you? Crap. Stunned me. Sucks. So... what was I saying? Alright. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I think the last thing I was talking about was the consistency, like, yeah, my worldview being embracing progress, and so being, again, in conflict with existentialists, I guess, on this point. Laundry basket. Good old t-shirt. It's an outdoors area. Oh crap. Of course, if there's an outdoors area, there's birds interested in your life. Right? Alright. Grab that. Close that door. Alright, let's keep going. Let's collect this stuff. Because we don't need it there. Actually need it like over here-ish. Another compound bow. Yes. Any more zombies? Well, there's definitely more zombies. I think we're at the top. Yeah. And here's, you know, birds will have access to us. No doubt. But yeah, we could lace this whole area with spikes all the way up and collect all the loot bags. Yeah, and line up, must be like zombies below us or something. In the rooms. So let's place a chest here, I guess. Make a chest. Drop our junk. This. Hey. We're almost dead. Straight. Alright. Ooh, there's a crate up there. Wonder what kind of crate that is. Speaking of that, reminds me of the level. I want to get another looting perk. Oop. Yes. is good. And we're out of points. But our looting is much better now. Okay, let's take this out of our encumbrance zone. Get rid of the, yeah, that's fine. Get rid of that and that. Let's have a look at that. There's zombies up here. There might be. This is actually a nice place to hide as well. It'll take them a while to climb up here. Even the spider zombies that can climb walls, the ones that were jumping earlier, these ducks will be in the way. They won't be able to get up to us. Oh, this could be anything. Sealed shipping crate. I thought it was going to be something else. This could have like a toilet in it. Huh. Hidden stash. Ooh, iron gloves. Yeah. What does that look like? That looks pretty bad. It's defensive though. It clips through the coat. Oh well. Let's get rid of the fiber gloves. Actually, let's recycle the fiber gloves. Scrap them. Alright, cool. We'll keep this as a backup runaway area. Put the potatoes here. We could start clearing out this place. I think that is a good idea. And we'll find food, we'll find some water as we do so. And let's make a bedroll while we're here, because we want to claim this area and respawn here in case we die. Okay, man. Go, that's good enough. Yes, that's good enough. Alright, let's start clearing this out. He sleeps. Nice. That was pretty good. Gee, these guys were really clustered in here, weren't they? Ooh, leather couches. Pretty sure that's what those are. Let's get rid of this noisemaker. Grab the water. Grab that. Ooh, there's a medicine. Ah, I see. Arrow to the forehead. Oh crap. Of course. course. Of course. Артём gets devoured once again. I wonder if all the zombies reset. Wonder if... Let's grab the hammer. That's a weapon. Good old claw hammer. I see you. It didn't respawn, which was good. I need to get a land clam block. Yeah, a bunch of zombies are awake now. In places. Take that. Zombie. Cook and pop. Ooh, honey. Got that. In case we break our leg. Yes, you can break your leg in this game. It's pretty cool. Here we go. Like a gun backpack with like guns and stuff in it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the frames are pretty low now. They sound really close. Weapons bag, baby. Let's go and drop this stuff in our... Oh, here we go. Somehow found a way. Back up. She's pretty fast for a walker. Don't really like this. There's too many of them. Why am I slow? Stamina. Yeah, they lose interest. Sucks. Nah, it's alright actually. Not that bad. So, we can move on to our next topic. Anxiety and authenticity. Yeah. going. Did. You did? Yeah, I think you were. Good. She jiggling. She ain't twerking, is she? Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, so anxiety and authenticity. Let's grab this junk. Ooh, nails. We do need nails. So yeah, with the idea of anxiety, an anvil, I can melt that down. The existentialist had this notion of being on its own, or existence, human existence in some sense being on its own. And this is just like, in one sense, to recognize the fact that one is on his own. And from this, anxieties has like this involvement with human existence. It's supposed to like show us the importance of feelings and emotions when dealing with philosophy. So they saw like feelings and emotions as important because apparently at that time philosophers were against the idea of, I guess, of involving emotions and feelings with philosophy. And they were separating it, I guess, and that they're just reacting to that position. Now, given my definition of philosophy as I've given, there is room, I would say, for emotion, you know, being tied to life's important questions, because I defined it as a coherent worldview, and a worldview, you know, that's interested in life's most important questions. And I think feeling is a significant sphere that's part of a human life. And you know, that question, what I ought to feel, what I ought to feel, is important to be answered. Oh, I gotta keep the arrows actually. I'm just gonna go and grab the stuff from downstairs. So yeah, this is compatible with my worldview, so I don't see any tension at all with the existentialists and myself on this matter, with anxiety, with being on its own. So yeah, that's like one sense of what some existentialists mean by, you know, for somebody to be on their own, and anxiety following from this notion of being on your own. Another way that I talk about it is like an irrelevance. Oh, wait a minute, I have to go this way. An irrelevance or a negative influence of rational thought, moral values, empirical evidence, when it comes to making fundamental decisions concerning one's existence. Now, regarding this, I thought, like, yeah, maybe in some respects that might be true, like in some circumstances. But since, you know, my definition of philosophy is life's most important questions, there's probably very little, you know, irrelevance going on, because you've already done the job of sifting out good questions from bad questions. And so if we're talking about philosophy, it's not really an issue. So I need more info, basically. So I have to like read further down, because the guy in the article, I remember him saying, like, it depends which existentialist you ask, what answer he's going to give you on what he means by being on one's own. And so I assume that later on, further down in the article, he's going to give, like, he talks about individual philosophers like, you know, Soren Kierkegaard and Sartre and Camus and all these guys. So yeah, I assume that he's going to bring that up and elucidate more clearly on what he means. Yeah, so we'll wait until that occurs for that. Man, I'm really been slowed down. And I think pretty much the rest of the section of the article that talks about anxiety, authenticity. No, actually, no, it's still on anxiety and being on its own is gonna be like supplemental, or I'm gonna have to wait until I get more, do more reading on it in this article. The info is gonna be further down, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just taking this, you know, thing piecemeal, just dealing with it a section at a time. And, you know, as I'm discovering it, you guys are discovering with me at the same time. So you get my, like, genuine reaction to it, which is authentic? I don't know. Get my authentic reaction to the article. Alright, let's jump this stuff. Potato seeds. Guns. Compound bows. Alright, let's get our stuff, some of our stuff back. Let's make a campfire. Set that up. Let's put the cooking pot, we'll need one in there. And the grill. I think I got some murky water to cook, don't I? I do. Let's do that. Let's make some bottled water. Nice. What else? Do we make meat right now? Still got cat food, man. We don't need meat. Actually, how does the food work again? Food, 89 out of 100. Yeah, that's still pretty good. I mean, I think when you die, you get your stomach filled. Mysteriously, Артём wakes up with a full stomach, contemplates various conspiracies, insert Russian expletive, Артём. Land claim block. Hey, it's only 5 stones. Heck yeah, I'll just make one. And claim this area. Place the block, like, I don't know, right here maybe. Or should I do it in the elevator shaft? One of these has an opening. Oh, here we go. Yes. Place it in the shaft. There we go. Active. So yeah, that claims the area. And hopefully zombies will stop spawning, I think, in this building, in theory. Maybe. I think I have to clean them out first, but once I clean them out, they shouldn't spawn again inside. So that'll be good. Alright. So yeah, further down in the article, next section talks about Kierkegaard's ideas versus Hegel, Nietzsche and Sartre versus God. It doesn't really go into enough detail to make an assessment on what's claimed there, so I'm not going to bother. I'll deal with them as they're talked about later on in the article. But I'm looking forward to any, particular arguments they have there. Dealing with, Kierkegaard's faith and reason, Sartre and Nietzsche's irrelevance of God for making significant choices in your life. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to see if the author actually gets into those particulars. And there's one last section on being on its own, in the sense, the way that Heidegger and Sartre use the term. And the author says that being on its own might signify the uniqueness of human existence, and thus the fact that it cannot understand itself in terms of other kinds of existence. Now, I found this pretty interesting. I haven't really thought about this before, the significance of a unique being. Like, what would follow? Like, do utterly unique things even exist? I mean, I've heard some people say that God, God himself might be an utterly unique being. Then, like, if they did exist, could they understand themselves, right? Because you think about it, if you're utterly unique and there's nothing comparable to you in the world, your existence is kind of like a mystery. It's like, I have nothing to compare myself to. How can I possibly understand myself, right? Whereas, I don't know, if, a red ball encountered a blue ball and it had the ability to know, right? At least it could, like, relate to the other ball because it's just a different color, maybe a different size. But yeah, so I find that interesting. Come on, man. You missed and I missed. We're even. I don't think fighting upstairs is a good idea. He rolls down. Oh my goodness, look at all the construction workers. It's like a convention. They're all twitching. Come on. Yeah, they hit each other. Hey, he fell down. Club's taking a beating. Hey, loot bag. Nice. Some food. And a wire tool. Yeah, this game has electricity. That's gonna be pretty cool to set up some traps based on electricity. I'm gonna enjoy that. Get into that with you guys. So yeah, uniqueness. You know, if something is utterly unique, it has nothing to compare to. Its own existence is like a mystery. When you think about it, it's possible, you know, that anxiety and anguish would follow from this. So out of everything that's been said about anxiety and anguish, in a summary statement, without going into the particulars of their thought, this I find the most persuasive. That a utterly unique being, you know, would seem to suffer with the problems of anguish, possibly, or anxiety, because he has nothing to compare himself to anything else in the world. His existence is like a mystery. I guess, you know, consciousness might be something like that. We seem to be the only things that have, you know, significant consciousness, I should say. Able to, you know, manipulate the world in complex ways and reflect upon our own thinking. We haven't, you know, demonstrated that in any of the animal kingdom yet at all. So let's go back up. I wonder if all the guys reset because I walked outside. I shouldn't have done that. Alright. So that's pretty much it. All I have to talk about today in this video. Philosophically, I think. I could bring up the article, talk some more, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go and organize our stuff. But so far I'm having fun. It's really tricky to multitask on like philosophical topics. While you're gaming, you're trying to do two things. It's challenging, but it's fun at the same time. Let's dump this, grab the water. Nice, we got a nice amount of water. I say we go back home and grab as much as we can carry and bring it here. Let's make another chest, my friends. Yes. Because this is a nice, you know, area for a base, I think. It might get a bit laggy on blood moon nights and stuff like that, but it's pretty safe if you're not killed by lag death somehow. Oh wait a minute, if I leave, it might reset. Let's finish clearing first before we do anything else. I think that's the best thing to do. That's this is the level to start clearing. Ooh. Get up. No. Oh, you had my arrows. Ooh, puffer coat. Those are pretty good for the... Hello, safe. Let's go back and grab our pick. I wonder if I have the materials to make my forge as well, because I really want to enter that stage of technology. I don't think so. I don't have the nails yet. Let's take a wrench. We can wrench stuff, maybe? I don't know. And pick. Whoops. Dropped it. Pickaxe. And we'll also take our stone axe too. It's like a home theater. There's your screen. It's pretty cool. I guess this used to be a room or a balcony or something. Let's put this. I think this is leather. Yeah, leather. Nice. This video is going to be long, I think. I might leave it there. Might stop at anxiety. Talk about authenticity next on another video. Right, lady? Cleared this area. No? Hello, suitcase. Shadow. I think we'll be relatively safe up at the top here. Blood Moon. Thirsty, eh? Take care of that. Ooh, bookcase. Take that. Take the paper. So, I hope you enjoyed the content, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe. And leave your feedback if you like the way this is going. Share, with me your ideas and thoughts on philosophy and that. What you guys subscribe to. Whether it be nihilism or existentialism or something like that. Yeah. What the heck? Is that a special bird? Was it spitting at me? Maybe. Yeah, so we'll leave it at there. Thanks for your time. See you later. Bye.